So I honestly think that Sean O'Malley is one of the most laid-back MMA stars ever. Despite his loss to Merab Dvalishvili at Noche UFC, I think he had such a calm, collected response, and that he's such a laid-back figure that can really deal with negative situations well. So for this video, I wanted to pick apart what exactly are Sean O'Malley's lifestyle habits that make him such a laid-back, chill person. So I don't really use Snapchat much these days, but I did go on Snapchat after UFC 306 and I did come across Suga Sean O'Malley's Snapchat, and he did post these clips after the fight, and I was actually quite surprised to see that he did have quite a positive, humorous attitude after the fight.
Enjoying the family, enjoying the friends, enjoying life. We'll be back. Appreciate you guys.
And as we know, Sean O'Malley has always said that he really wants to have a career in stardom like Conor McGregor. So we all definitely can say that the Suga Show won't be ending here, as many are saying online. And so even the next day after the fight, he did post this clip and he talked about how he's really got back into his routine. Now, it's so true that when a lot of us do experience like a bad event or a disappointment, we just tend to like close ourselves in. We won't even have the motivation to get out of bed. You probably don't even have the motivation to go to work. But I really thought that it was so inspirational that Sean O'Malley talked about how he really got back to his routine. He did a bike ride, he did his cold plunges, he did his red light therapy to recover.
Good morning, Snapchat fam. Woke up today and I still sad. Time heals. Woke up, hit some red light, 2 minutes in the cold plunge, hit a little hot tub, gonna go on a little bike ride.
I think that it just shows that he really is so mentally strong. He also said a very famous quote. I don't really know whether it is a quote, but he did say that time is a healer, and I definitely think that is so true. But instead of just waiting for time to heal things, you should really get back to your routine. Get up, get dressed, do the usual things that you do, go to the gym, have a workout, make yourself a coffee, eat breakfast. I think routine is so important, and it's a really good way just to keep yourself out of any depressive moods or anxiety. So for this video, I just really wanted to pick apart what exactly are those routines or lifestyle habits that Sean O'Malley has that enable him to have such a strong mindset. So the first one, journaling. Sean O'Malley journals a lot. So I remember watching his old morning routine video for UFC 299 when he successfully defended his belt against Chito Vera. He had a segment about how he journals a lot, and for every fight camp he always keeps track of his progress, his weight and whatnot, and just his thoughts and feelings about how his fight camp is going. In the video he literally shows like a stack of journals that he's had through all of his fight camps, and he really talks about how journaling has been so important in his career. So what can we all take away from that? I think that journaling is definitely such a really good habit to have. Like Sean O'Malley said, it's a really good way to keep track of your progress and write down your goals. Just putting pen to paper can make such a difference. It will just make your stresses feel much lighter and much easier to deal with. Journaling is also a really good way to manifest. You start writing down your goals or ambitions down in a journal, you will eventually achieve them, and when you come back to them later, you can tick them off, and then it will just encourage you to make more goals and become more of an aspirational person. Get yourself a nice journal or a nice small book to actually handwrite things in. It will just give it more importance, and then you'll feel like coming back to it more. So the second thing I think that keeps Sean O'Malley laid back and chill is definitely his environment and the company he keeps. So I've picked up from Sean O'Malley's vlogs that I do keep up with. His company and his friends are pretty consistent. He's around the same people quite a lot, and that is especially his family, his close friends, and his coach that he's had from the beginning, Tim Welch. They both have those same incredible lifestyle habits like journaling, meditation. So I do watch a bit of their podcast here and there, and I always notice that when they're both speaking on their mic, they have such a calm, collected way of speaking. And I think that is so nice and calming and relaxing to listen to people like that, as opposed to listening to someone who's just shouting and screaming and being really rowdy on the mic. Sean O'Malley definitely does spend a lot of time around his family, which I think is so sweet. And his entire fight camp revolves around his family and being close to them. It's really like they're all part of his journey. You definitely do see combat sport athletes like boxers or even MMA stars that when they are approaching their fight camp or when they are in fight camp, they tend to move away from their families. They might go train in a different state or a different country, and they are away from their family. But it's really nice to see that Sean O'Malley still has that very laid back, chill attitude and is really comfortable having his fight camp around his family and around the people that matter most to him. He has an amazing outdoor side to his house where he's going out to feed chickens. I know I've said in a past video, spending time around animals can make so much difference to you. I really think that spending time around animals, even if it is just chickens, can have such an effect on your mood and just really calm you down. And I know that people who have pets, cats, dogs, whatever, can really vouch for that. So the third thing I wanted to talk about is reading books. So Sean O'Malley definitely reads a lot of books, especially self-improvement books. And he's made so many good recommendations. So I really think that people need to start reading again. I feel like over the years, so many people would laugh at people for reading, would call you a nerd if you were like really into books, or think that it's just an uncool thing to do. But I really think that reading is coming back into fashion again. So I did some digging for you and picked out some recommendations Sean O'Malley has made. So the first one is Stillness is Key by Ryan Holiday. So I believe this book is a lot about stoicism and about how spending time in solitude and being alone and just having that pause in your life can really make all the difference. So I came across this interview with the author on the calm.org website, and the author talks about how taking a walk each morning is so important. Just having that alone time can really be the time which is really pivotal to your mental health. Regardless who you are, it's really important just to have that alone time where you can be in solitude, and it's probably in those times where you're really just with yourself and just learning about yourself where you can probably get the best ideas, make the best goals. So basically, I think we should all start spending more time alone. So the second recommendation is again by Ryan Holiday, The Daily Stoic Journal. So Sean O'Malley, in an interview with ESPN MMA, said he's been reading it for like 4 years. So this book delves into different Stoic practices, and it actually has space for you to write in. There's different prompts and questions that can help you really pull out those feelings and thoughts. So I know there's a lot of people out there that don't like reading so much, and when they see a book with so many words and so many pages, they'll probably scream and want to run away or just shut it. So Sean O'Malley actually did make another really good recommendation, and it's by the artist Russ, and it's called It's All in Your Head. Get Out Your Own Way. And I think the book just really gives people out there who are struggling with confidence a big boost. So the final lifestyle habit I wanted to talk about that I believe makes Sean O'Malley a really laid back person is meditation. In several clips, they've said it literally is only 10 minutes a day. So I know a lot of people are probably thinking right now that meditation is so impossible, and I'm definitely one of those people who do find it quite difficult, because when I just shut my eyes and want to have some time just to like not think about anything, so many different thoughts pop in your head. But Sean O'Malley and Tim Welch did talk about this and said that it's fine to have those thoughts, but it's about releasing those thoughts, and they really do give some useful advice and tips. So what is the importance of meditation and why should we do it? Sean and his coach Tim did say that meditation is a really good way to help you just collect your thoughts and react to situations better. It's just a good way to learn how to have that pause and have that moment of reflection where you can think, how should I react to this situation in the best way? So I think that is definitely something that Sean O'Malley did after his loss to Merab Dvalishvili. I think he's definitely learned how to like absorb the situation and what's happened, and learn just to calm himself down, collect his thoughts, and have the best possible reaction to the situation, as opposed to becoming depressed or moody or negative. So guys, out of all the different lifestyle habits we've discussed that Sean O'Malley has that play into him being such a chill, laid back person, which do you like the most? Which one are you considering adopting in your own day-to-day life? Let me know your ideas and thoughts in the comments below.